Alright, welcome back. Let's go into Cosmo Canyon, finally.
So, I've been meaning to ask you something. You said old Sephiroth's come back from the dead, right? And that's a bad thing. So, what I want to know is, how did he do it? And what's he after?
He wants to save the planet.
Wouldn't that make him a good guy?
It's not what he's doing, but how. He doesn't give a shit if everyone dies in the process.
Sounds like a total nutter. I mean, there's not much point in having a planet if there's no one left to enjoy it, is there?
That said, let's not forget that we still got a whole nother problem. One that's reared its ugly head time and time again. Bunch of assholes who won't stop till they bled the planet dry. Shit. To hit them where it hurts, we'll need to leverage those connections of yours. But if you even think about stabbing us in the back, I'm gonna hug and squeeze you to death. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
I think Sephiroth's probably the bigger priority. Penguins! I swapped some material around off screen because I knew it'd take ages. Be ridiculous to start the video like that. Give Cloud back his precision defense. I kind of wish I just gave Cloud his own materia slot for the HP up materials. I feel like I just can't get rid of them now. Like, look, it's taking like 1,000 HP away. Barra, I give the healing card. Why do I always use Barra as a healer? I feel like every fucking game, the original remake, because his MP isn't really, you know, the best. I just gave him the ice material, swapped it to this. Seems like a bit of a waste, but I don't know. Not really entirely sure what to do right now. Maybe give him that actually. Penguin! Stop doing that shit things you do. Star Power.
Get ready.
Moving on then.
My voice sounds weird, it's just because I woke up not long ago. These guys again.
No holding back. Get ready. Block. Get ready.
What the fuck is he doing? What happened to his weapon? What?
Come on. Here it comes. Going, no time to celebrate.
Oh, it's almost looks like New Mexico or something.
Behold Cosmo Canyon, a sacred sanctuary where the planet's greatest minds gather.
It's beautiful. More than I ever imagined. Come on, let's pick up the pace. I can hear it calling my name.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, remember when I said, like, something weird's gonna happen with Red? It's about to happen. This is one of the most hilariously, insane moments of this game. When I first got here and saw what happened, I was like, what the fuck? That place. They very accurately recreated that. I always feel like most places, well, I guess Junon sort of looks the same.
Hey, guys! It's me! I'm back!
Nanaki? I can't believe it. It really is you. We were so worried. Welcome home.
Whoa!
Now, why don't you go pay your respects to fellow Bugenhagen? Come on.
You can let them through. They're good people. I promise. After all, they're the reason I'm here.
What in the hell was that? Hey guys, it's me. Who?
He's such a softie.
Real quick, gotta check something. An airship dropped these on us this morning. Wanted posters of the terrorists who bombed those reactors. Huh. But I think we can say you had nothing to do with all that. Even if Nanaki hadn't vouched for you, it's obvious. Welcome to the sanctum of planetology, Cosmo Canyon.
Thanks to Reed. Remember he was changing the wanted posters earlier on. Yeah, so Nanaki, he's faking his voice the entire time. He sounds like a wise old man. Instead, he sounds like a kid. I think he is actually like, he's like 40 something, but he's a teenager. Obviously, his species live a lot longer. I didn't like this at all when I first played this, because I always, even in the original, I always thought he sounded the way he did. You know, with the old man's, wise old man sort of voice. So I didn't like this. He has grown on me though.
Are you about to head out? Can you believe it?
It has grown on me. But yeah, he's basically been faking his personality the entire
You see that wanted poster?
2 games.
Pictures look nothing like us.
Must be that way for a reason.
Gotta keep on our toes. The planet is always watching.
That's just wild to me though, that they did that.
Was it up? Get a talisman infused with the powers of the planet. I will appease in the souls of our masters. May grant you good fortune. Let me guess.
What I remember, that was never really a thing in the original, so there was no voice actor, so you couldn't really tell how anyone sounded anyway. I don't know why I'm going down there. Let's just go to where we need to go. I think I've done enough fucking around recently. Cosmo Canyon.
Hey, is fellow Bugenhagen
Junkyards. Go away.
My daddy said he was gonna go.
May the black watch over you.
Something about
Right. How can I be of service?
I really feel like I need another one of them at some point.
Oh, and please come again.
Okay. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a really short video
Just
today.
so we're clear, I only sell to customers I deem worthy.
I don't care. Shut up. So that's a weapon for Kate, Sif, might as well get it.
You dare use my weapons for anything unsavory.
I'll do what I want with them because I bought one.
No other store has. The home of planetology is the perfect place to refine your abilities.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sort of waiting until I get
May the planet bless you with wisdom.
party level 8.
Our lives are gifts from the planet, instruments to serve her design.
This place can get a little confusing.
I was born and raised here, in this canyon. I was to become a watcher of the Veil like those before me, until I was taken by Shinra. Now that I'm home, and I've repaid my debt to you, I plan to serve my village once more. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal, not a dog.
Nana Pig! Is that you, my boy? Coming!
So, was that goodbye?
Nah, I'm sure we'll see him around the canyon. The real question is, why'd we come here? To learn the secrets of planetology. Come on!
Can't forget that materia!
As for me... that'll do. I'm gonna steal some shut-eye, if you don't mind.
Then we can see the sights.
Okay. Up.
Our world is sustained by an unending cycle. All that passes from us will one day return to those who
Let's go see the sights.
Feel the energy all around you. It rides the winds at our very level.
Could have made this place a lot bigger. Nope.
The cards may serve as a conduit.
The dawn of life. As newborn souls, freshly birthed by the planet, though the road ahead is unknown.
There we go.
Not afraid.
Where Nanaki is.
Lift your gaze.
You ask me,
Byron.
a lot of folks downplay the planet's peril. But if they saw the weapons up close like we did, they'd have no choice but to acknowledge how bad it really is. Folks around here, though, they get it. They want what's best for our planet. You can see it in their eyes. Wonder if it ain't too late to recruit them to Avalanche. Only wish we could have made it out here sooner. Only wish we could have made it out here sooner.
Well, better late than never, I guess. We're here.
Blessings of the planet upon you. Disciples of her teachings gather here to share their experiences. Through these seminars, we learn from one another and together enrich our lives. Participation in the seminars requires a special invitation from a mentor. Without one, I'm afraid you cannot join. Perhaps you might instead consider taking part in the River of Lights ceremony. I suspect you'd enjoy it.
Oh, I don't want to join anyway, so.
All the time I've spent here,
I ask you this. Who am I?
Look at that view. My god. Supposed to be Rage 2. I don't know why, just a fucking open mouth and that. This looks like Mars or something.
Ah, not so fast. Sorry, but visitors aren't allowed in here. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
Okay.
Ah, not so fast. You see, this is where we keep
Shut up.
all our valuables.
Ooh. Oh, look at this place.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Marmaduke. My name is Vulcanhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Vale and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
And one of my favourite scenes is coming up where they look at the hologram of the planets or whatever. Did I take Aerith and Tifa with me when I looked at, you know, you can only take 2 people to look at the planets? I think I did, just for consistency. But Rebirth.
Anarchy never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him. Oh, have my devices piqued your curiosity? They are essential to my studies of the planet.
I don't get this. I want to know what is going on there. Why is the bottom of him? Why are his legs a ball? I want to float like that. Then there's stuff you can look at.
That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
I never thought you could become even more enchanting.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Cool place. Does remind me of a place like from Harry Potter or something.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later. Anarchy never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him.
I think the time in Shinra building was very enlightening. Thanks for that loser Hoja. You can see why this was not made into one game, like the remake stuff. Probably the amount of detail they wanted to put into the world. Flesh it out, which would have been impossible, I guess.
Mind your manners in front of fellow Bugenhagen.
Hold on. Shut that out in a minute.
There's so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
All good.
That again, huh?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them, with our own eyes. 2, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Rude.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the 3 of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado,
Wow.
this is only the beginning.
A shooting star.
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. to the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Yeah. Always loved it. Learning some of the lore and the planet's true purposes. The music as well, just, I don't know. Great scene.
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making this spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks. Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable experience. Was my explanation of planetology not to your liking?
Oh, it's fine.
Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable experience.
The sun is coming down.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Okay. So what we got? Why Moogle medals? Nice. Just take everything. They did a great job with this place. Really captured the essence, sort of feeling it had in the original. But how far does this go down? Christ. Ooh. Probably an anarchy weapon. Cake sip again. Jesus Christ. That doesn't even have any material slots. I might have to try and learn some of that off screen, maybe. Just because, there's, like I said, there's like a playable section, okay, so. So, I go down. It's part 40, I believe. I knew this game would have a lot of parts. It's probably the longest playthrough I've ever done in terms of parts. I think the biggest was not in length of the Let's Play necessarily. I mean, it's just been in parts. I think the longest was Half-Life 2. 2011, I think it was like 54 parts or something. Don't know. I don't have autism or something. I'm always fascinated with stuff like that.
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
You know there's a materia shop, right?
This village is lame.
Maybe you just probably want to steal it.
On the planetologists.
Within you all are the planet's thoughts and memory.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree?
God, love that view.
As much a part.
Take photo again. Maybe not put a crappy filter on this time. Let's have a look. Actually, that looks kind of cool. Let me get rid of everyone.
The planet, as it is a part of us.
Just as each of us.
The River of Lights is marked.
It's so great learning about planetology with everyone.
A seminar is in progress.
I've always been on the bigger side, but I've never been into physical stuff.
There might be one of those dialogue choice things coming up. Actually, I'm not, maybe not. I just in case.
Painting and poetry are more my thing. My old man, he...
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. where to begin. I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... you know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
The River of Light ceremony will begin shortly. This night comes but once a year, bringing us closer to the planet. I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
Ah, the River of Lights. Once a year, we gather the souls that have drifted to our veil and return them to the planet whence they came. I heartily encourage you to join us in this ceremony.
There is no seminar being held.
I think meditation.
Can I help you?
All the
A
time.
very cutscene happy at first. This chapter.
I ask you this.
Tell me, is it better to spread the...
For the practice of mindful breathing, we can tap into the flow.
Okay, there's a bunch of dialogue choices coming up. We have to speak to everyone, I think.